So here's some Abzan Traverse, and let's get started. This is a terrible hand. If this was a Blooming Marsh, I could keep it because then I can go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Traverse, push, turn 3, keep going. So let's mulligan this. I'll keep this. It's got the Scry, double Scry. Bottom. Hey, Bits! Vohio. What is Vohio? Thanks for the cheer. I'll take your pennies. Overgrown Tomb. I would like another land, so we will keep it. Because I need to be able to cast Grimflayer here. Let's go Swamp, Shock, Flare, and next turn I'm dropping Liliana. Worst case scenario, my opponent plays is like a Bitter Blossom here, and I think I still am okay with that, dropping a Liliana next turn. Because now they're either killing Grimflayer or countering Liliana. They can't really do both. It does feel that way, absolutely. Let's put that in the graveyard. I don't want a path, and let's top the trophy. Sure. So playing against what I'm assuming is Faeries. Could just be a blue-black control deck running Mutavault. Don't placate you. I'll never give in to the Ron. Never. There's the Bitter Blossom I was talking about. I think I want to lead off with the Thoughtseize. Wow. That is a good hand. I don't care about Mistbind Click. Spellstutter Sprite straight up counters anything I have at the moment. I think I'm just going to take Cryptic. It's the best card in their hand. Like, how do I beat this hand? I don't think I do it with Fatal Push. Yeah, I need more threats. The reason I'm not trophying their Bitter Blossom is I don't really care about the 1/1 since I have a 4/4 trample. And I want to keep them on 3 lands for as long as I can. If that was Abrupt Decay, I would have Abrupt Decayed the Blossom. But it's not Abrupt Decay. It is Assassin's Trophy. Walking Ballista is like the perfect card here. Okay, let's ditch Bobble. Traverse would get me... I only have a single green source, so Traverse could get me like a... I don't know. A future threat. Ballista, though, is perfect. Especially since they pitched the Spellstutter Sprite instead of pitching the like a Cryptic. Yep. So I can path the Mutavault, and then blocking Ballista them for 2, and that's 6 damage. They die in their upkeep. What is good here? Gaddock Teague seems decent here. Maybe a combo. Knight of Autumn hits something good. Like, what's bad? I think Thoughtseize is medium. It hits Collective Brutality. Veil isn't actually that good here. Simply because of Bitter Blossom. I think I'll run with this. You like the Fulminator? That's what I was thinking. Like, it hits, it knocks him off 4 mana, which I think is pretty important. I like having some number of Veil in my deck. I rarely side all of them out. I think it's just one of the most powerful cards you can be doing in this deck. Like, Liliana the Veil was absolutely phenomenal right there, in that spot. I think she might have. It was either the turn 2 Flare or the turn 3, whatever, 4 or 5 Liliana that really sealed the deal there. I think this hand is fine. I get a free Scry effect. Okay, that's a good card. It's a good card for Faeries. 1 top, 1 bottom. So I'm going to fetch Shock here. They're drawing a land, a fetch land. So they're drawing the second land. I know that. How do I lose this matchup? So if they go turn 2 Bitter Blossom, I go turn 2 Goyf. If they don't go Bitter Blossom, then they're going to counter my Goyf and then counter my Liliana and then just run me out of the game that way. So I think I want to let them have this Bitter Blossom, as strange as that sounds, so I can land my turn 2 Goyf. I think this is actually the card I'm going to take here. Okay, Flare is much better than Goyf here. Okay, so they're holding up the Mana Leak mana, so I'm going to play the Goyf. Let the Mana Leak that, and the next turn I can drop a Flare. And now my Flare will be a 4/4, just like we draw it up. If this Veil was a last hope, I'd feel a lot better about my chances this game. Okay, opponent's playing a very wise tempo role here. Holding up another Leak. Yeah, actually, I was thinking of streaming. I almost streamed FTL. I was playing that earlier, and I was like, I want to stream this. So if I just walk this Grim Flare into this Mana Leak, I think I have to. And the next turn, a Knight of Autumn, the Bitter Blossom. Yeah, faster than light. It's amazing. I actually want to stream it because it is such a good game. Okay. Green, white, black. Okay, their next land drop, their next card in their deck is a Darkslick Shore. They're just straight up racing me here, though. And I already used my land. I need a Rhino. A land and a Rhino is what I need. That might work. Okay, I'll let them have this. Did you guys watch me stream FDL? I feel like that's gotta be like a fun game to kind of just like walk through and like watch them play for an hour. I don't know why they took Trophy. I feel like combo was the answer. And they do have effectively lethal right now, just in play. Was not a last hope. Death. Collective Brutality was probably the best draw I could have gotten there. It was Collective Brutality or last hope. The same team said it'll come. Have I ever lied to you, Ian? Have I ever lied to you? Don't answer that. I need a land, but I have the bauble. I'll keep this. Part of me hopes that there isn't a land on top, so then I can do turn 1 Inquisition and not feel bad about it. Because I really do need a second land here. Okay. Opponent's almost missing their turn. I feel like my hand's pretty good. I think if they don't have creature removal, the Flare is an easy pick. If they have just a Bitter Blossom that they're leaning on hard, the Trophy might be the better pick. If they want to protect the Bitter Blossom, yeah. I mean, Flare is just the best card I have in my hand right there. I am not casting Inquisition there because I want to be mana efficient. Like if they have a Fatal Push, they have the Fatal Push. The way they took the Flare indicated to me that they don't have a removal spell for the Flare, so it means they might not have a removal spell for the Goyf. Plus this way, if it works out, I get to Collective Brutality, kill this Fairy, and look at their hand. I want to draw lands here. Like my best possible 2 draw steps are, well, it's not bad. Options. I can just jam another Goyf down their throat. And they took the Trophy, which means they might have a Bitter Blossom. With the Scry, they put 1 top, 1 bottom. So I can Inquisition them, try to tear apart their hand, but then again, not being very mana efficient. I can Collective Brutality, pitch the Inquisition, drain this, and then take like a Collective Brutality, Cryptic Command or something from their hand, but that does nothing against Bitter Blossom. I think what I just want to do is, I think that's like one of the worst lines I can take. I think what I want to do is just jam another Goyf down their throat and make them have 2 answers for it, or put them in chump block mode for the rest of the game. I am playing this way because I do think that Faeries can outgrind me. Land. It's not a land. This fairy art is gorgeous, isn't it? Alright, so we beat fairies. Okay. So I was Inquisitioning them, hopefully taking something that was going to Fatal Push their dude, swing for 10, knock them down to pretty much dead, and win that match. That's Abzan Traverse taking on Faeries.